Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne. Give me a moment while I set my screen up here. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're all having a great evening and a great day. Let me go over here and see where I'm at here. I'm looking. Okay, live chat. Okay, now I gotta go back to StreamYard. Okay, let's see here. Where's it at? It's right there. Oops. Okay, here we go. There we go. Welcome. Hey, Nancy, you're perfectly on time. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Well, I'm competing with the State of the Union address. So I'm surprised anybody is coming on here. I really am. Because when you are competing with something that big, a lot of people are watching it. I'm not. But a lot of people are. I know that. So maybe they'll jump on later. Anyhow, how are y'all doing? We have Kenneth here. We have Passion for Art. And we have my friend Nancy. Welcome. If you don't know each other's channels, I hope you do get to know each other's channels. Nancy and Passion, you're both very creative people. So you would definitely like each other's channel. And Kenneth, he's so supportive. You will love his channel. And he is just amazing. So I hope you all connect with each other. So how are you all doing? How's it going? Good. Passion for art. I'm glad you feel good tonight. I'm glad you do. And that's really what this live stream is going to be about tonight. It's about changing your energy to change your life. And that includes changing our mindset, changing how we think, changing our approach to often what we get in the habit of approaching daily from a negative point of view. It's amazing to me how many people, including myself, that we can get really negative about things. And that only sends us in a negative direction. But when we change that mindset, we change our energy and we change our decisions and our choices. And we are more likely to go in a positive direction, a lot more likely when we change our mindset in that positive direction. I'm so glad, Nancy. But you are so creative. So how could you not have a good day, right? Oh, passion for art. You'll soon be at 1,000. So don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it because your channel is amazing. You will be. Oh, that's wonderful. I believe in total wellness. And I too have gone through my health struggles. I mean, I think Nancy remembers a few of them, and of mine. And I believe in total wellness. I don't believe in letting my mind focus on sickness. I point my mind in the direction of wellness. Now, I don't deny reality. I don't deny, doctors' reports. I don't deny, what a person's feeling. I'm just saying we can go one or two ways. We can continue to dig a hole and towards negativity and more of what we don't want, or we can begin to go in the direction of what we do want. And when we go in the direction of what we do want, we begin to. It's amazing what happens. We begin to make decisions. And those decisions will support the direction that we want to go. So, for example, if we are really intent on being healthy, even if we've got a diagnosis, even if we're dealing with a health crisis, and I have, as you well know, as Nancy knows, I have a family member dealing with a major health crisis that you never want to go to the doctors and hear. And of course, when you first hear something like that, you can go to a very dark place in your mind and in your soul and just let yourself fall apart. And I have to say that I initially went into that dark place just for a very moment or two, or a very short time. This other person did not. they remain, wonderful sense of humor and very positive. But I went to that place and then I said, no, if they can do this, if they can be positive, then I need to change that energy, and I need to be positive and point us in that direction. And that's something I've always done. But sometimes we get rattled. Sometimes we get caught off guard. That very much caught me off guard. Caught us all off guard. And it was one of those suddenlies. And yet you have to stay positive because you create energy. And that energy will change your life, not just with health, but with your finances, with your marriage, with your relationships, with your friend, making friends, with your YouTube channel. If you sit there and say, oh, my channel will never grow. It will never, ever grow. I got this one subscriber and it's me. But you know what? If you start to say, you know what? I'm going to produce wonderful content. I'm going to produce amazing content. And I believe at some point, many people are going to love my content. And my channel is going to grow faster than I ever imagined. And we begin to say that, and we put that energy out there. And we begin to make decisions and choices, both big and small, that lead us in that, push us in that direction. And so, passion, I will tell you that, we're going through a very challenging moment, when you get a health, when you go to these specialists and they say, oh, it's stuff you don't want to hear. You really don't want to hear. And when you hear that, it can make you feel fearful. And what fear does, it stops us. It stops us from making right decisions. And it fears us into making wrong decisions. And when we get positive and we're speaking words of positive over our lives and over our situation and over other people's situations, when we get positive, we change our energy, we change our direction, we change our decisions, we change our mindset. We call in all the angels, we call in God's divine help. Our words are powerful, and yet just as powerful is how we think, because how we think comes out in our words. So we've got to change our mindset before even our words will change. And so we begin by changing our mindset, and then our words begin to change. Don't let negativity come out of your mouth. That doesn't mean that you deny reality. There's a lot going on in the world right now, a lot of terrible stuff going on in the world right now. And, it's horrible. And yet we've got to believe that it's going to get turned around and that good is going to come from it. And that ultimately good is going to pull us through. And so I don't surround myself with anybody negative, especially right now. I'm only surrounding myself with positive people. Now, do I believe in tapping into all the professional resources? Absolutely, the right ones. I believe in health, for example, with health, right eating. You can't go and abuse your body and then expect to wake up feeling great. You've got to do your part. Absolutely, passion for art. Absolutely. Don't let them do that. This is the thing. And I was telling my husband this tonight. I said, we will not be around anybody negative. We can't have that energy in our life. We're only going to be around people who will love us through this situation, who will support us through this situation, energy wise, love wise, everything like that. Absolutely, Nancy. And so, we're only speaking positive words because our thoughts are only going in that direction. And like I said, you have two directions you can go in, and you can go in the positive or the negative. And people who are stuck are not going in either direction. Okay. But you most certainly don't want to go in the negative direction. And so the thing is, change your mindset. So it starts with your mind, and then you go to your words, and then you go to your actions. So you have to back it up with action. For example, you want to be healthy, then you've got to make healthy decisions. You can't continue to make unhealthy decisions and expect great health. Okay. So when your mindset changes and your energy changes, you're going to begin to make different decisions. And when you begin to make different decisions, you're going to have different results. Okay. If your marriage is yucky and it's bad or it's falling apart or it has fallen apart, begin to only speak positive words. What I see is people talk about being victims. I'm a victim, or I'm a survivor, or I'm a whatever. This is the thing. We've all survived things. I've survived a lot of different things in my life. Now I can call myself a survivor. I can sit here and say, oh, I'm a survivor. I know people who, hey, Vanessa, welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. If you don't have Vanessa's channel, please connect with Vanessa as well. Extremely supportive, and you will love her channel. How are you doing, Vanessa? Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day and week. Hey, Asumber, Rivsky, Terrells, welcome, welcome. And Cabo Cole, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And so this is the thing. You're not denying reality, okay? You're not denying reality. You're not denying a doctor's report. You're not denying that, a relationship is having problems. You're not denying that there's a financial problem. Instead, you're addressing it in a positive direction. You can let yourself fall apart. You can say, oh, it's never going to get better. Oh, it's all going to be awful. Or you can say, we're going to make it better. It's going to be better. It's going to be better. It's going to be great. This is all going to turn around. Thank you. Yes, absolutely, Vanessa. Absolutely. You've got to use words. You got to think positive instead of when you look in the mirror saying, oh, I look old. Don't I look old? Look at that. I'm getting a wrinkle, aren't I? Instead say, you know what? I look fabulous. I look amazing. And treat yourself like that. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. Thank you. Thank you. And so this is the thing. Whatever your situation is in life, financial, health, relationship, you name it, claim victory over it and redo your energy, change your energy. If you're in a slump and just, oh, it's all just going to be bad, change your mindset. Change your mindset. Absolutely, Nancy. Absolutely. Change your mindset, change your words, change your actions. Because if your mindset is negative, you're going to have negative words and you're likely going to have negative actions. So if you don't think you're going to get better, you're just going to dig yourself probably deeper in a hole. If you don't think your marriage is going to get better, you're going to continue to fight rather than try to come and make a wonderful marriage. Hey, Irene, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. And Bang, welcome and heaven sent. Great to see you. Wonderful, wonderful to see you, friends. Thank you for coming. Thank you so very, very much. And I just feel like this message really needs to go out to people because, and I'm just telling you, we're dealing with a very, I must say, when you get a diagnosis, it's very scary, very scary. And it's not me, it's someone in my family. And yet we are just going at it from every angle. And most importantly, we're going at it from a positive perspective. We're going at it that we will always be well. We will be well. We claim wellness. We claim health. We claim victory. We claim the right professionals. We claim the right decisions. We claim, we go at it from a total of different ways. We are on a very, very healthy way of eating. We are juicing. We are doing greens. We are just really, very, very healthy. And exercise, health, rest, know your body, take care of your body, cast out all those, just say, my body is going to be well. I'm going to be well. My relationships are going to be well. If you've had a broken relationship, either it can be restored or you will find a relationship that will fit your life beautifully. You are deserving of love. People go around, oh, nobody will ever love me. Nobody will ever love me. Why would they love me? Well, when you start to say, I am lovable and I love myself, and I know that others will love me and do love me. Recognize the love you already have in your life, and then say, I am so worthy of love. It will come to me. I don't even have to go looking for it. Hey, Vivek, welcome, welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And so you are deserving of love. You are deserving of good finances. You might say, well, my finances are really, really, they're never going to get better. Well, then they probably won't. But if you start saying, you know what, my finances are going to go in the right direction and they're going to be great, then you begin to change your mindset, your words, your energy, which is extremely important, that energy that you're putting out, that we attract stuff like a magnet. And then what happens is you begin to back it up with actions. Actions. Absolutely. Passion for art. Absolutely. You begin to back it up with the right actions. And those actions will have results. That's how it works. It starts in the mind, it works its way to the words, and then it works its way to actions, and then you begin to see results. You may not see results that day, but you've got to keep your mind on where you want to go, not where you don't want to go. That's how come people get into a dark place, because they put their mind on where they don't want to go or where they don't want to be. And so, but you've got to back it up with the right actions, and fear used healthy is for good purpose. If a bear is charging at us through the woods, that is a healthy fear that we have to get out of its way. But when we hold on to fear long after that bear has left and it's never going to come back again, then that becomes unhealthy. It holds us back. Okay. And so, fear will point us in a negative direction, unless it's being used to protect us in a significant way, like I said. But most fears are unhealthy fears, and it keeps people held back, or it sends them in a negative direction. So, when I talk about being fearless, I don't mean being stupid or not being realistic, but I mean that we are approaching life from a very positive point of view, and that we are looking at what we can do to make the life that we want happen, not what we don't want to happen. And so many people who get into the negative mindset, they give up. And so they won't put forth any positive energy. They either stay stuck or they go dig their hole deeper. But when you have that positive energy, those positive words, the positive mindset, you start to push yourself through your decisions, and it snowballs in a good direction. And you begin to create the life that you want, the results that you want, whether it's turning a diagnosis around. And like I said, yeah, absolutely, Nancy, absolutely. And this is the thing, you seek out the right professionals who can help you, welcome. Look, Bryce, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Bryce. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I come on here and I never worry about if anybody shows up. I love it when people show up, but I don't worry about it, because I know people watch it in replay or watch it somewhere along the line, or, if one person shows up and gets the message, whether it's in replay or live or whatever, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. How we look at ourselves, how we look at our situations determines the outcome of those situations. If we look at ourselves as being defeated, if we look at ourselves that, no one wants to love us, well, first of all, then we're not going to invest in ourselves. Who would want to invest in somebody? Welcome, Athena. Thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you. And who would want to be with somebody that doesn't invest in themselves? You want to invest in you, because, well, when you invest in you, we don't put an investment in something that no one else would want to invest in. We put an investment in something that investment invests in. And so you want to invest in yourself. You want to take care of yourself. You want to take care of your relationships. You want to take care of those that you love. You want to take care of your body, your mind, your finances, your YouTube channel. Take care of you. Take care of your life. Okay. Turn situations around. Hopeless relationships. Begin to speak positive words over them. So they don't turn around. So what? Continue to speak positive words. Positive, how you think about a relationship, how you speak to a relationship, how you speak when that person's not around affects that relationship. If I talk bad about a relationship or somebody when they're not around, somehow when I get back with them, I'm going to have that negative energy because, well, I've talked bad about them. So now I'm kind of, a little bit uptight or whatever, even though I know that they probably won't know, but people know. They know. So speak positive words over your relationships, whether you're with that person, to that person, about that person, or when you're not even with that person, speak positive words if you want to turn that relationship around. It's fine to say I'm a survivor of such and such, but don't get into the survivor mode other than at that moment. Sometimes we have to survive. Hey, Divine, welcome, welcome. And John, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. People who get into the survivor mindset, stay there. You want to go into, it's fine to survive. Like if you're out in the middle of the ocean, you're trying to survive. Okay. You're a survivor at that moment. But once you're back to the shore, you no longer want to be in that survivor mindset, because if you are and you claim, I'm a survivor, then what are you going to do? Is go back out into the water again and show everybody that you're a survivor? No, you want to then move on and be a thriver and tell people about your experience and how you overcame it. And now you're a thriver. So you want to be a thriver. You want to be a thriver. You want to go in that positive direction. You want to push your life in that positive direction. Don't let circumstances dictate to you how your life is going to turn out. You dictate the circumstances how your life is going to turn out. John, I didn't even know you were on. I would have shared you out, my friend. I would have shared you out. You are doing, I think, 2 lives a day now, kind of like me normally. I didn't do one. I was busy today. We had a lot going on today. So I wasn't on today. And I might come on tomorrow afternoon, and I usually come on at 10 o'clock if I'm not doing something else. Now, I have an in-person life too. And sometimes my husband and I will watch a movie together, not so much a movie, but we'll watch, like we have our favorite YouTubers that we watch, or we'll sit and do stuff together, And so if I don't come on, that's usually what's going on. Today we were out and about, and so I got home late. And then tomorrow, if I come on, it won't be until after 3, sometime probably like around 3:30 if I come on in the afternoon. But yeah, John, you've been coming on a lot. And that's wonderful. That's wonderful. That will build your channel. So keeping the positive mindset, getting out of survivor mode and back into thriver mode once you've gotten through that ordeal. Okay. Staying positive. Quit talking bad about your previous relationships or oh, I had this bad marriage and let me tell you how bad it was. No, John, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. My husband does not do social media at all. And, but we watch stuff together. My husband has always been the technical brains and I've always been the creative wisdom brains. And so we merge together, and, but, I believe that, so many people, they bash their ex-relationship. They talk about how bad life is. Who wants to be around someone who just talks bad all the time about themselves or other people or their situation? It doesn't mean that we're not addressing issues, but we want to address them from a positive angle. Okay. Yeah, John, you can't, a lot of older people, and now I cherish memories, by the way, and I respect memories because the older we get, the more memories we have, and the more we want to, celebrate those memories. I'm all about that, but I'm also about living in the present moment. I don't know what the future holds, so I don't deal a lot with the future. I make great decisions in today that will hopefully create a wonderful tomorrow and a next day and a next day. And yet I live fully in today. I embrace yesterday. I cherish my memories. But there are some people that totally live in the past, or they totally live in the future. But if you're doing it, the best thing you can do for your past and your future is to live fully in today and embrace your past and plan for your future while you are building today, making great decisions today. Don't solely live in the future because you're going to say, oh, I'll be happy in 6 months from now, or 5 months from now, or 10 months from now. No, you make great decisions today that will affect happy people don't make decisions that are going to adversely affect them in their future. They don't knowingly make those kind of decisions. They make positive lifestyle choices and decisions of all kinds that are going to be good to them now as well as in the future. Okay. But people who talk bad about their ex-husband, their ex-wife, their ex-brother-in-law, their dog that ran away, all that, you can address an issue if someone asks you, if you choose to, but don't immerse yourself there. Stay positive, stay positive. I mean, I could have, before my husband, I've been married 30 years. Hey, Arnie, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And, I've been married 30 years, and I could say, oh, that boyfriend before my husband, he was just awful. No, I mean, I had wonderful relationships before my husband. I was very blessed to have wonderful relationships. They weren't just right for marriage. Okay. And so, I learned from them. I was blessed from those. And then I met my husband, and they prepared me for him, So keep positive, get out of the negative rut, get out of the garbage dump. Kenneth, we all have memories like that. I have memories like that. Okay, I do. I have memories like that. And I could live in those memories, but I don't forget them, but I use them to push me forwards. I use those difficult memories. I mean, I was talking the other night about when I was 20 years old or 21, and I was a young nurse, and I was coming home late at night, and I got attacked by 3 men and at knife point, and it was horrifying. And of course, you all know that story. The angel came around the corner and got out of the big smoking car, chased the old man. It was an old man that, I call him the angel in the old smoking car. And they got up and ran. But I was very traumatized for a long time. Now, I could hold on to that. Instead, I use it to share how I overcame that. And I didn't let myself stay there. I know people 40 years later that are still there. And it's often used as an excuse so you don't have to move forward. It's a lot easier to stay stuck in that rut than to put forth the energy to create the life you want. And creating the life you want is often an uphill. It's uphill. A lot of people don't want to go uphill. They want to go downhill. That's why people go downhill to the rut instead of uphill to the top of the mountain, because it takes work. It takes a lot of work. But Kenneth, I fully understand that because I have been there more than you would ever know in my life. And coming on here, all you see is, the good stuff. But I've been through my share of things, and I could tell you that many of them were extremely hard, and especially early on. But I just kept right on going. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Divine. Thank you. And so you've got to keep that positive mindset. And that's the most important. And change that energy, change how you speak, and love yourself. Love yourself. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself. You've got to love yourself and believe that others should love you too. And if someone's not nice to you, and I've had people not be nice to me, you know what? I wish them well. I don't wish them anything bad. I wish them well, but I move on quickly. I don't hang out with them and try to get their love or get their approval. I don't do that. I get away from people that are not nice. I really, really do. Unhappy people are the people that put other people down. Happy people don't do that. Trolls are unhappy people. You can't be a troll and troll people's channels and bash people's channels and say nasty things and run around giving thumbs down every time you see a video pop up and be a happy person. that is a very, very unhappy person. People like that, I wish them well. May God bless them, but I don't want any part of them. Okay. And maybe, maybe my videos and that will inspire them. Maybe not. There are nasty people in the world. We can let those nasty people stop us from all the good people. Okay. We can let the nasty channels out there, and there's nasty channels out there, stop us from all the good channels. If that had happened, you would have never met me, right? You would have never met me. And, that's why I keep my channel very clean, very positive, very focused on living your best life. And living your best life does not mean you won't go through obstacles, challenges, difficulties, all kinds of things. I mean, look at what we're going through. And yet we are staying positive. We have positive energy. We are making positive choices, positive decisions of all kinds. And we will not go around people that are negative, because that negativity is often from other people what sucks you down into that hole in the first place. Stress, unhealthy stress, we all have stress, but too much. It's like I always say, I'm a Ferrari, but I'm not going to try to be a truck. Okay. Because when a Ferrari tries to be a truck, what's going to happen to that Ferrari? It's going to break down and fall apart. And you don't want that. You don't want that. If it's a Ferrari, you treat it like a Ferrari. Yep, Kenneth, and I've got one on my channel that goes to all 5 of my channels. And as soon as a video comes up, thumbs down. They don't miss a beat. And they've been doing it for months and months. And I know who it is. And I just wish them well. I wish them well. But their whole life is fixated on my channels and giving me, because they know that they can't make a comment. So they'll just give thumbs down, and immediate. It's like an immediate thing. And but that's okay. I wish them well, but I don't want to connect with them in any way, And so we all get that, Kenneth. We all get that. But we have to rise above that. There's always going to be nasty people. Don't let those people take your eye off of the direction you want to go in. They want you to feel bad. They want you to stop your best life, because then you can join them in their unhappy, miserable life. So you've got to push forward. And, that's what I do. I push forward. And so whenever you're dealing with anything that is not the way you want it, you got to refocus. You can acknowledge it, the reality of it, but you've got to make right decisions. And right decisions comes in many shapes and sizes and in many forms. Like I said, we're approaching things from so many different ways. Hey, Nicole, welcome, welcome. Oh, you are so wonderful, Nicole. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you don't have Nicole, she shares me out every time. And, she knows the secret to growing your channel. See, what happens with Nicole is she knows, like, for example, you see that she gets a little extra shout out there. Okay. Now I shout everybody out because I love you all, but what happens is she's taking action. And so what happens is whenever she makes a comment, I run over to her channel and I share her out. And that's how we all help each other. We all help each other. Okay. John Paul says, I had 20 trolls on my Saturday stream. John, it's not unusual. You're going to get those. And that just happens with all of us. All of us. Brenda Land one night got 80 trolls in one night. 80. And Arnie remembers, well, Arnie wasn't on there that night, but he remembers that time frame. She was getting these trolls, like 60, 80. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. It was terrible. But she didn't let it stop her. She kind of laughed about it and kept on going until they got bored and moved on, And it was like the troll brigade, the troll brigade. And so, keep your mindset in a positive direction. Whatever your circumstances are, you've got to stay positive. If you just give up, where's that going to leave you? You've got to make those right decisions. You've got to push in that right direction. And that's what you got to do. And that's what we're doing. Okay, we're not denying reality, and we're not saying, oh, we're just going to live in some fantasy world. No, no, no. We don't do that. We make right decisions, and we have right energy. Oh, my friend Divine, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Nicole, you're right. It happens. It happens. And so the key to it is you've got to just surround yourself with positive people. Stay away from the garbage channels, and there's a lot of them. Those are the bickering channels where they're all fighting with each other and they're talking bad about each other and they're bashing each other. I mean, oh my gosh. Wow, John, you're growing really, really fast, really fast, really fast. And so when people, I went on one channel one night. It was recommended to me for somebody because it was an over 60 channel. Oh my gosh. After I went on her channel, I got all the channels she was kind of fighting with, and they all kind of I kept getting recommended to them, those channels too. And I mean, I got off of it as soon as I could, but you wanted to go take a shower after. They were all fighting and bad mouthing each other. Oh, it was horrible. So stay out of that. Stay away from those channels. Yeah, absolutely, John. Absolutely. Stay away from those kind of that negativity. Stay with the positive channels. Stay with people that are going to lift you up, that are going to push you forward, that are going to encourage you. My channel is about positivity, and it's about positive friends who want to make the most of their life. Hey, Pond and Garden. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Pond and Garden's got a live stream tomorrow night, right? Is it 10 o'clock p.m.? I think Pond and Garden's going to do 10 p.m. They were on last night, and I think it was last night, right? Yeah, because I shared you out. Yep. And so you want Pond and Garden, and they're building their channel. You definitely want Pond and Garden. Okay. Pond and Garden. No, you were late last night. I don't know what time, because I remember I had my cold cream on and I was in my pajamas, and you dropped the StreamYard, and I would have come up like any other time. I would have come up, but you didn't want to see me with my cold cream on. Yeah, well, John, that's the way to think about it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you just be you. Just be you. And you will attract people that like what you have to say. Just like here, people who want to hear, motivation, honest motivation. I don't, like a lot of people, a lot of these things where people just, put stuff out there. I mean, that I'm not talking about, but honest, sincere, genuine motivation. That's what you want. Inspiration, motivation, positivity, great energy. You want to go to channels with great energy. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pond and Garden tomorrow night. And he does StreamYard. And so, and the only thing I recommend to you, Pond and Garden, I will recommend to you that when you go live and you pull people up on StreamYard, and I tell everybody this, make sure, because you're still fairly new, I think, at StreamYard, be very mindful. Do not bring anybody up that you cannot see movement in the little box down below. Do not bring them up. Tell them that you have to see them in that box. Otherwise, you could get a surprise or two, because I've had that, and you don't want that. So always be mindful. And they can come up with the photo if they want. If they don't want to come, if they don't want to actually, if they want to use their photo once they're up. But in that little box, that you've got to be able to see them. And it's very, very important. So, I don't bring anybody up like that. And you don't owe everybody to bring everybody up. Not everybody is right for a particular live stream. I may have a live stream one night that, it's not on topic. I want to keep it on topic, so you don't owe everybody to bring them up. It's got to be right. It's got to be right. I mean, one night I had somebody drunk up here. This is when I first started doing live streams. He was really a nice drunk. He was so nice. I mean, he was nice, but it really wasn't right for the conversation. it wasn't right for the conversation. So you gotta be mindful of that. You gotta be mindful. Um, but keep your channel clean, keep your channel positive, um, and keep it authentically you. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. And everyone, please connect with Nicole. Thank you. Yeah, he was a nice drunk. He was really funny. He was so funny, but he was drunk, and I let him stay up here because he was nice and he was respectful. But he went on and on and on and on. Now, I brought people up here that talk too much. That, when you have 5, 6, 7, 8 people up at a time, you got to give everybody equal time. And one night I had somebody, and oh my gosh, and I think we've just got to be mindful that, be respectful to give everybody equal time. And that's why sometimes I'll just interrupt and I'll say, "Hey, Arnie, what do you think, Arnie?" And then Arnie will speak up. But, some people, you got to, it's, yeah, it was funny, Nancy. It was funny. You got to let everybody have their equal time when you're doing a live stream. And I think that's really important. And really should only bring people up that is topic oriented. If you have a topic, now if it's just a social night, we're just going to hang out. Yeah, you can bring up whoever you want. But listening is an important skill, and learn to listen. Everybody wants to talk, and we all want to talk, but it's good to listen. You've got to really, really be a good listener. And it's hard when you have 6 or 8 people up here. Everybody, and it's acceptable to kind of go, "Oops, I'm sorry." So, yeah. Now, Nicole, are you doing live streams? I can't remember if you're doing live streams or not, or did I miss your live stream? I know I've been sharing your content out, but I wasn't sure if it was live stream or not. Now, Nancy, she's very creative. She makes baby dolls, baby doll clothes, amazing baby doll clothes, and she is a pianist. So you definitely want to be on her channel. And I know one night I'm going to talk her into coming up here, and I'll just interview her. We'll talk, and when she wants to come up, and then art, passion for art. She's the next Bob Ross. Well, in her own way, her own Bob Ross way, in her own way. We're all individuals. We're not duplicates or clones of anybody else. We are each individuals. But what I mean by that is Bob Ross had a show, and yes, Nicole, absolutely. And Bob Ross had a wonderful art show. Yeah, John, it gets too crowded when you get too many people up, and it does. I mean, it can be fun. It depends, if you're having just a social day, like what was it yesterday? I had, I think, 6 or 7 or 8 up yesterday afternoon. I can't remember, but I mean, it was like chaotic, but it was fun. It was fun, and it was okay. But if you're going to stay on topic, you really 2 to 3, that's probably your best bet. It just depends. It just depends. I mean, but, even like I said about your YouTube channel, stay positive. Believe that you're going to make great content. People are going to find you. They're going to love you, and it's going to happen. Stay positive. Oh, Nicole, thank you, my friend. Thank you. If you don't have Nicole's thoughts, please, and it's a wonderful channel name, by the way, Nicole. I love it. Easy to remember. Nicole's Thoughts. Love that name. Thank you. Thank you. So the thing is, if you want to think great thoughts about your channel, because it is an extension of who you are. Yeah, for me too, passion. For me too, I paint because I love to paint, and I love, painting, and so I do that. I do that a lot, and just to relax, I do a lot. Like, we've got to be careful whenever we're going through a stressful situation that we don't let that stressful situation affect us physically. And so we do need to do more things. The more stress we have, the more relaxing things we need to do to balance it out with. like yesterday, I went out on the, I go out on the trail. I didn't get out on the trail today because we had a lot of busyness today. But tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be out on the trail doing my 5 miles. Whether it's a run, a walk, a jog, a waddle, a sprint, it doesn't matter as long as I'm out there, So, and, sometimes I come on here and I come on for a little bit. Sometimes I come on for a lot. Sometimes I come on, you know, um, yesterday I was on 2 hours during the afternoon. One night I was on 2.5 hours when I had everybody up here. Now tonight I'm not going to be up here real long because my husband and I, we're going to watch a couple of our favorite YouTubers together. And, is we're going to watch a couple of our YouTubers together. And I just want to kind of relax. And like I said, and I'm saying probably, I'll probably be on about 3:30 tomorrow, 3 or 3:30, not 3 because I have an appointment at 3. So probably about 3:30 if I come on in the afternoon. And then, depending on what I'm doing in the evening, if I'm coming on, it's usually around 10 o'clock, although I was early tonight because I wanted to spend some time with my husband after. So he has to have time too. And, so yeah, John, are you going on live now? Pond and Garden. Anybody going on live when I go off of here? Because I'll push it. I'll encourage everyone to go over. If is anybody going on live here? Let me know if anybody's going to go on live. We can go on over. Yeah, Nancy. I don't pay for anything. Nancy, I love the old black and white movies. That 1930s and 40s and Ginger Rogers, Fred Astaire, Jean Harlow, all those old time movies that had real content, real storylines. I loved it. Oh, thank you. Oh, what time, Passion? Passion, what time? What time, Passion? So we all know. And if I'm here, if I'm on the computer, I will most certainly share you out. And yeah, I will most certainly share you out. Tomorrow night, John. Okay. So, Pond and Garden, I don't know, maybe Pond and Garden is still here, not here. Let me look over here and see. I'll look and see. Hey, Arnie, is anybody on that we know? Let me go. Garden's still here, not here. What happened there? Oh, let me go over here. Let me go over and look. I'll look over here and see who is on. Okay, let's see. Anybody on that I know? It has to be somebody I know. If I don't know them, I'm not going to send people over there to a channel I don't know. I'm looking over here. Let me go to Grandma's Adventures because I have a lot of my recommendations. Now, remember, I have 5 channels, and the links are. I no longer pin the links because every week YouTube changes them on me, and then they're not accurate. So I just pin at the top in the description box or comment section the name of the channels. I just put the name of the channels in there, and then you can just use the search bar. But they're Grandma's Porch with Dianna Brianne Fairchild, Grandma's House with Dianna Brianne Fairchild, What Would Mom Say with Dianna Brianne Fairchild, and Grandma's Adventures with Dianna Brianne Fairchild, along with Dianna Brianne Fairchild. So I'm looking here. I'm looking. No, I don't see anybody on. I don't see anybody. Okay. So, okay. So I don't see, let me go back over to my channel now. Okay. So I don't see anybody, let's see. Okay, Arnie, thank you. Hey, Arnie, I should be on it. Now, when I say should, now, that's always subject to change, but I should be on about 3:30 tomorrow. As soon as I'm done with my appointment, or I should be on tomorrow night. So, and we'll have kind of we'll probably have more of a normal where I bring people up. But tonight was kind of a special night. I really wanted to talk subject matter, and I wanted to talk about change your energy, change your life. getting in the right mindset. And so I want to kind of sum it up here before I close out about changing your life. And, to change your life, you got to change your mindset. You got to change your energy. You've got to change your words, and then change your actions, and you got to stay consistent. And part of that is um, staying around people who are positive minded and positive energy people, because people's attitudes can drag us down, and it can pull us in that rut. And before we know it, we're at the all you can eat buffet, stuffing ourselves with unhealthy food, and instead of being at the gym. So who we surround ourselves with is going to make a difference. Oh, that's terrible, Arnie. That's terrible. Well, you know what, Arnie? Let's believe positive. Let's believe that right thoughts, right energy, right words, and right actions is going to turn that around. We're going to believe that. Okay. You're going to be totally well. We're going to believe that. And Passion is going on tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Let me put that up here so we can all see that. There you go. There you go. And I love your channel. Are you going to do an art tomorrow night, Passion? Are you going to do another painting? I love how you put the music on, and it's just so comforting and so relaxing. Oh, Nancy, yes, me too. Nancy, that's what I watch. I just get on there, and I find these old movies. Some of them I've never even heard of before. But my favorite though is I love to watch 1940s and 50s, the late 1940s and 1950s television shows. I love those because they had real storylines, and we didn't need all the stuff that. Oh, John, that's wonderful. Absolutely. Get on the road of health and fitness, John. We don't want to wait till something's broken to go, oh, I got to change my life. I got to change my life. We want to be very proactive. We want to take care of our body. We want to take care of our mind. We want to take care of our relationships. We want to take care of our finances. Speak words of positivity over your finances, over the direction you're going. Speak positive words over your relationships. Speak positive words over yourself and your future and your health and your health. Okay, speak positive words. Think positive words. Get that positive energy. Get that energy of positivity going, and stay away from the negative people. And if you can't find positive people, come to my channel. You'll find a lot of them. Okay, you'll find a lot of positive energy over here. Oh, yay, 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 Passion, yay, yay. And so you want to find, and if you can't find any positive channels, well, you got mine, of course, then you just start looking them up. They're there. I mean, I find a lot. Sometimes, I've got to look deep, but, find people that are going to lift you up, not put you down. Find people who are going to help you feel inspired and motivated and excited about your life, not people who are going to say, no, nothing good's going to happen. Nothing good's going to happen. Instead, find people that says, you can make it happen. You can make it happen. It's going to happen. You're going to have a full healing, or you're going to have great finances because you're going to make great decisions. You're going to have great relationships. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Passion for Art. Thank you. And so this is the thing. Thank you, Kenneth, for being here. You're very special, Kenneth. And I'm so glad you're part of my YouTube community here. Thank you so much. And so, just surround yourself. We're like a little family here, or a big family. You never know who's going to come into my channel. A lot of new people, a lot of old friends, different people at different times, and we want to keep, you're going to meet because people come to my channel because they want to, they want to hear something different. They want to hear about, changing their life, getting out of the rut. That's what they want to hear. They want to hear that. And that's what my channel is about. And, people who are positive minded, they can go through stuff. Look at what we're going through, but we're keeping positive. we're keeping positive and, speaking positive words and doing everything positive. Okay. So you're a lot better to do that than the other option. And so stay positive, and get that positive energy flowing through you. Put good music on, put healthy music on. Clean out your refrigerator for all the garbage food and put healthy food in there. Go to the gym and work out instead of sitting in front of the TV. Begin to weed out all those bad habits one by one, or all at once if you want. Absolutely, John. Me neither. I don't go to them. Mine's not. Mine's just a grandma channel who's here to inspire, So, well, I thank all of you for coming. I thank all of you for coming. And so, we'll pick up this topic probably tomorrow, and I can bring people up and they can share their stories of, positive energy, turning their life around, maybe a crisis that they went through, and they were able to turn it around in a positive direction through positive thinking, positive words, positive actions, positive results. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. And so you are just always amazing. You always tell yourself that you are awesome. And Passion and Nancy and everybody else here, some nights I don't bring anybody up. Other times I'll bring one or two up. If I have somebody that I really want to interview, I'll just bring that person up. Other times I'll bring 6 or 7 or 8 people up. It just depends. That's more of a social type thing. But if we're topic oriented, it depends. I want to bring people up. And I think the way I'm going to set it now is, before I bring people up, I'm going to always say we give equal time to everybody to speak. Because, you find people sitting up there and they'll sit there for a long time and not say a word because you've got somebody running over them, talking all the time. So we give everybody equal time. And if they don't take note, then I'll just kind of interrupt and move it on, Who are Dana and Joe, Layla and Mia? You can all go and try that out and tell them you're from my channel. That would be great. I don't know who they are, or maybe I do. I'm not sure. But that sounds fine. That sounds fine. Just tell them you all came from my channel. And Arnie, I thank you. And I hope you feel better, Arnie. I believe you will be. I believe you'll feel great. I believe you will. Speak positive words. Yep. Passion for art. Amazing. You are successful. You're a fantastic artist and you're going to be very, very successful. Okay. Here on YouTube and in what you do. Oh, okay. Just tell them y'all came over. Triple C has a wonderful channel. So yes, absolutely. Well, I think I've got about it. Let me stand here one more minute because I got one more minute to make my hour. I don't know if it makes any difference, but one more minute. I'll stay on here one more minute. So there again, positive energy and enjoy life. Embrace life. And go take a bubble bath, okay? Go do something wonderful for yourself or for someone you love, Slow your life down, Enjoy the moment. I talked a lot about crisis. Sometimes you got to simplify when you're going through a crisis, Oh, okay, that sounds great. So everybody, if you will, head over to Dana and Joe's channel, which is called Crochet Triple C. And it's a Christian channel. So that sounds wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And so there again, speak positive words over your life, over your situations, and over those around you. Okay. So may God bless you. Thank you all for being here. And if I'm on tomorrow, which probably will be, at least, who knows what time during the afternoon, and who knows if, I never am 100% certain because sometimes, something comes up and then I don't come on, but yeah, John, that's tragic. Absolutely. And we go through things and, terrible things, and yet we want to use them, that their memory for a good purpose, they're always in our heart and they're always with us. My mom, I honestly, John, There's never a night that I don't dream about my mom. Honestly, and she's been gone 12 years. I dream about her every night. Okay. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, my friend. Well, well, well. So I wish you a wonderful night. I hope you just absolutely have an amazing night. Thank you again. And I'm glad you're part of my community because we're all here for the same purpose, to live our best lives. Okay. May God bless you and thank you. And I hope to see you soon again. Good night.